All right, here we are back with another weekly preview, AK-47. Also, let's tease up another AK-Inar. Of course, you see the prime, amazing AK-47 that we have. There's Voltron and some of the students from the one that we just had a couple of weeks ago in DFW, big 6,000 square foot house. Had a pool, hot tub, all the goods, taking everyone out to eat. Some of the learning that you get in education right there. Monday, Tuesday, you get 5 hours each one of those days. 2 or 3 we had on Wednesday. Had CR Trader there. So again, a great event. If you're looking to come trade live with me, we've got another one coming up. I'll tease that more coming up this week. Tickets go on sale on Friday. That'll be in New Orleans. Here are some of the teas from the last one. Of course, the video that I have on YouTube, just to show some of the stuff that we did last time. But if you're looking to up your trading game, I can't tell you how much this has helped the traders that were there. Had 7 different traders join me from across the globe. And in their first week back, some of these traders, I can go through each one of them. There's CR Trader, AK-48, essentially, as we call them. But these traders, since they've been back, Tay, he's up big this week, a few thousand. I know Lone Wolf's up. Fred's up a few thousand this week. He's had a few $1,000 bangers. He's up like 10. These guys alone are up $10,000+ this week. Their very first full week back, which was this last Monday through Friday, they're up over $10,000+, like collectively through the whole entire group. So you can see here we cooked together, we trained together, we had fun together, got out in the BMW and had some fun with some of the traders in Voltron, my BMW X5M competition. So if you're looking to up your game, I can't tell you how much this has helped those traders, because that's what it's about. It's about going to school and teaching them big time, big time. And of course, then at the end of the day, we're cooking together and having fun together and bringing that camaraderie and teamship, so they're still messaging each other each and every day in the group text and message chat that we have. So again, New Orleans tickets go on sale this Friday. We'll be in New Orleans February the 24th or the 28th. If you're looking to up your game, get with other traders that know a lot about trading. And then in the end, you build, again, these little friendships, traderships, as I call them. So you're going to be talking to someone nonstop. You have someone to talk to. Because a lot of people in this journey, as you know, they don't have a lot of people to talk to. They feel like they're essentially an independent person out on this mission trying to go to Mars and trying to fly this, build this rocket ship. They're trying to create their own NASA, right, or SpaceX, whatever. And it's hard to do that without any help. You can't bitch or complain to moan anyone. And that's, of course, why I do my one-on-ones, which I'll get to in just a minute. But this is the biggest thing. If you want the most help, I can't tell you, again, like literally the first week out of this, all the traders are green and banked. And I taught them here how to become their own individual traders, going through and helping them out, going through their own little trading stations. As you can see, they had nice little trading station setups, huh? Take them out to Top Golf, all the different cool fun things that we did after the fact. All of it's paid for. $17.47 per person. That's not a lot if you think about it. CR Trader had fresh lobster flown up. So again, a great time if you're looking to learn. This is by far, I can't tell you how much this will up your trading career and journey. $17.47 per person, and these guys have made. I think each person has already made, pretty much has already made that back this week. Literally, if not, some of them had way more than that this week, and that's only their first week out of the AK-Inar. So again, if you're looking to have some fun, you can see we're having it at the AK-Inar. Where can you come find me and doing one-on-ones? Right here, primetradinginvestments.com. Prime Trading, Optimus Prime, baby. Doing one-on-ones, streaming live with traders, doing morning voice alerts, which is very awesome. So if you're looking to up your game on a day-in, day-out basis, yearly stream, the morning live stream, the morning alerts, whatever it is. If you need help in the morning alerts, again, here's just banger alerts. And there was one day, it was last Friday, I think it was last Friday, I went through and listened. It was just 3 just for random ones. And my high of day or low of day were hit like within 15, 20, 30 cents. And large cap plays. And so here's essentially kind of a great thing, what to trade at the bell. At the bell are going to be those large cap plays I talked about, which would be Circle under 134 for the short, Google over 205.50 for the long, which it looks like it could be happening here in pre-market and ruining that for-market in-market trade, and PLTR shorting that under yesterday's low of day would be great. So Circle under 134, Google over 205.50 for the long, and PLTR shorting that under yesterday's low of day of 179.20. Besides then going through and giving you levels and where to trade those individual tickers, where I think high of day and low of day will be giving you levels in between there, so you can trade these levels, going long, going short. Small caps, where to go long, where to go short. PPSI was a short that we traded that morning, and I'm telling everyone where to get in and when I am short. what my stop loss is, leading them through the trade to hold on to that trade. And back to that PLTR. Remember that PLTR alert I just gave? Point of no return is the lower shadow. So PLTR, if we're trading this, I'm waiting to see a lower shadow get created here, or a 3-minute candlestick confirmation below for the move down. So it's either one of the two. So the lower shadow is at 875 rule. Makes a lot of sense. So if we get below that point of no return, we just jump in. Or candlestick confirmation now below it. That's our new low area that we'd wait to get in. If we see below that, that's where you start jumping in for the short opportunity on the way down for PLTR. So waiting on that, getting the pullback from this. Oh shit, it's going. I'm just going to jump in here. 10 contracts team, small contract size for that move down again. See, we get down to 170. Let's go! 177.50 is getting hit. 177.50 is getting hit. Let me sell a little bit. Here. I'm selling 5. All right, there we go. All right, let me sell. Go ahead, just lock up a little bit more. Locked up 7 there. Anyone in on PLTR right now with me? If you want to lock it all up, you can. I want to get down to 176.50. If we can get down to 176.50, we're money. All right, 176. Here we go. I'm just going to go flatten out right now. $1,000 fucking trade. 850. 850. Let's fucking go. There we go. Oh. Go ahead and mute that, and we'll just watch how it goes down to. I wanted 176.50. So you can see where the candles are confirmation right there, bouncing back up off of it. So pretty much my target got hit right out of the gate. I wanted underneath low of day for that crack back on down. And if we kept watching PLTR here, let's keep watching it. Look at that bounce. Bounce up, and then once it cracks, it even went down for even more. So there's that short right out of the bell alerted for you guys. What to trade at the bell, there's your short right there. And if you would have got in right where we did, which was in the 178s where we got in, we never saw our entry price again. It just kept collapsing. Beautiful, beautiful trade out of the bell. Then using our levels right here. Of course, it's a small cap play in the breakout, running into resistance we found in past chart history, failing at it. If you want day in, day out help, this is where it's at. You got my Discord rocking and rolling. Of course, as I talked about, I'll do a free live stream coming up this Friday to get ready for the New Orleans Track Edition tickets. So again, I got it all going for you. If you want a live stream where I'm going through small cap plays, going through large cap plays, so you know what to trade all day long, I've got you covered, right? Got you covered. Small cap to large cap. Got the lines in. We can trade our lines. Put your lines in and trade them. Small cap to large cap. If you need help in the morning with morning alerts, what to trade at the bell, what large cap plays to trade for the day, let's just again right here go through this. And I'll make this bigger so you know I'm not just making things up. You're like, hey, he talks fast. Maybe you could just ring these through. Look what I'm giving you in the morning alerts. This is Friday. Friday right there. Let's go your Friday. So you can see there's Friday, right? Hold on a sec here if I can find it. There we go. There's Friday. There's Friday where we start. Small caps, PPSI, PGen, right? So PPS, small caps, PPSI. Here we go. I'm going to read through these real quickly so you can see. Well, I wish you could. You can just see here. Look how many you're getting. I'll just do this. SPY, give you a picture. More breakdown. Look how many. Look at this. I'm not even just, look, I'm just getting into large caps. Look at this. Look at that. Look how many you're getting. I haven't even scrolled through them all yet. Look, I haven't scrolled through them. There we go. So on Friday, you've got small caps dead, PPSI, PGen, PPSI, BSLK, shorting under support, letting them know what's going on about shorting under support and how that's slowly working again. SPY, Apple, AMD, PPSI, Circle, Google, Meta, NVDA, PLTR, QQQ, SMCI, Tesla, what to trade at the bell, TIVC, TIVC bounce, TIVC, PPSI, all the way through. All the way through. I mean, that's on a Friday. So if you need help, not only in the that's all before the opening bell. Like those all come in, the morning alerts come in. Those started at 8:01 Eastern. 8:01 Eastern. An hour and a half before the opening bell, and continued all the way into an hour into the opening bell. So essentially, you got alerts from what's my time, 7:01, but 8:01 Eastern, 8:01, 8:02, 8:05, 8:10, 8:11, up to 8:15, 8:23, 8:24, 8:28, 8:29, 8:33, 8:39, 8:42, 44 after, 45 after, I'm reading 48 after, 49 after, 52, 53 after, 55 after, and then moving into the opening bell, going over more plays, or right before the opening bell. That's all in the morning alerts. That's $30 a month. I have so many people, I don't want to ring off different names, that have said, you could charge me $100 a month. I would pay way more than $30 a month. $30 a month's a steal. It is. That down the line, when I stop going live, I'll probably up that to 50 or 70 a month. What you're getting on that, again, I've got traders like back to CR Trader that you just saw right here at my seminar. And let's just go up right here to my man that was actually giving a live presentation at the AK-Inar, and everyone couldn't wait to get it. And everyone calls them, you know, essentially AK-48 now. I did one-on-ones with him last April. He's had morning alert since last April. The guy's made close to about $500,000, $400,000, somewhere in that range. There's a guy named Rick C in chat that follows me and gets my morning alerts, and paid $30 a month. So just morning alerts alone, $30 a month. He's paid about $400 to $500 probably since he's first had the morning alert, somewhere in there at most. At most, both of them have. Both of them have probably invested $800 to $1,000 combined, and have made close to $750,000, $800,000 combined off the morning alerts. Then you add in the one-on-ones that I do, which I just kind of kept my summer sale going on. So if you win a summer sale, that's what these guys have banked. They have come over and do these one-on-ones with me for $400 or $200. That's $50 an hour. Name another person that does small cap, large cap, goes through all the levels, can do options as well, for that charges $50 an hour. You know, and this is like $35 to $40 an hour. Absolute steal of a deal. If you need help, I do it all. There's not another live streamer out there that does live stream, breaks down plays every day and trades right there in front of you, what to trade at the bell throughout the day, and helps you out through in your trade. So when you're in trades, I'll lean you through them. You can have so many traders. So I can go through like right here on the Discord, right here, go back to my man Bart, man. Here we go. Yeah, the GOAT AK again with BSOK jumped in 1K in 3 minutes. Now I just have to learn and see it like AK, where I'm alerting these plays well ahead of time where traders want to trade at and what to do ahead of time. Then I've got all these badass other traders over here that are putting their charts out and where to trade. You know, other cousins, CR Trader, Love Chip, you name it. Tons of other traders out there. You need help day in, day out. We got you covered. I'm sorry, I was covering the map up just a little bit right there. But anywho, right here where I was calling out Bart, man, he was saying I have to learn like AK. So boom, right there. Boom, jumped in, made 1K in 3 minutes on BSOK on Friday. Boom. You need help. There's not another live stream that's helping you in other plays that I'm taking or may not be taking. Hey, I'm about to go do this, or hey, I've got this going on, or hey, I'm not trading that setup, but I like this. Here's what because I'm not comfortable because I alert everything. $70 a month for a live stream to help you out, make you bank with me, bank on your own, become your own badass trader. $30 a month for the morning alerts. I'm doing morning alerts, breaking things down in pre-market so you know where to trade small caps and large caps. For the year, it's $1,000 for both. That's ridiculous. They're your level or your numbers though. And then of course I'm doing one-on-one. So within a day, I wake up in the morning and I'm usually starting off right there, get my live stream up. My live stream comes up at 8 a.m. That's when of course you just heard the morning alert start. So I'm starting these two at the same time. Then generally about 2 days out of the week, I'm getting into a one-on-one at that time in pre-market. So I've got 3 things going on at once. Get the live stream up, throw some morning alerts out, and hurry up and join my one-on-one. So just like on Friday, and I'll show you real quickly, we can trade plays like PPSI, which again was that first alert I said, hey, PPSI, there's a great shelf crack under 6 or I forgot what it was. Let's go to PPSI on Friday here. PPSI. Right here. Where was the shelf crack? Oh, it's when I come in. So right here. Right here. There it is. 470 shelf crack. There was another one earlier this week that was 6. So I said, hey, there's building up this kind of staircasing down. There's a stair, there's a stair, there's a stair, right? One wave, second wave, third wave. This one's the first one below the VWAP. Generally, if you crack it, you're going to get an okay pullback. You'll get another pullback. This one was a decent short for us on Friday. We'll trade the pool on Friday. We got that. We'll trade the pool. Not a big profit, like $400 or $500 I think for most traders. Somewhere in there, not a lot, but something. You know, got about 30 cents or so. So I immediately get my live stream up right here, right there. Got the morning alerts up into a one-on-one. Hey, I have a boom. So it's live stream up. Hey guys, here's what we're doing, because I've got the live stream up, but then I'm alerting at my phone at the same time. All right, guys. Hey guys on live stream as well. Don't forget we got PPSI. We got a shelf here at 473. Watch for a shelf crack down to around that 455 area and under 455. Watch for it to consolidate somewhere around 445 down to somewhere around 445. I doubt it gets lower than that. And then this lower VWAP band right around the 430, 440 mark, that's why. It's consolidating. It's going to bounce somewhere in there back up. So there, I'm telling not only traders in my live stream, in the morning alerts, but then I'm in a one-on-one. So everyone's getting to know what's going on. And I've got all that going on at once. And then also what I'm telling you there's a short to be had, but then also there's a bounce to be had. Somewhere in this blue line demand zone area. Which you can see comes bouncing later on, then becomes resistance, becomes from demand to supply. Teaching you this day in, day out. All right, let's give you levels real quickly. Now you get the gist of it. Monday through Friday, I'm doing morning alerts, one-on-ones, live stream all at the same time. Morning alerts and the one-on-ones and the live stream throughout pre-market. Then I'm done with that one-on-one and I'm concentrating solely on my live stream and you guys on the live stream. 15, 20 minutes in opening, right before that open, like you just saw me. All right, guys, here's what we're looking for. Like I just showed you. Right here on this play, right here. Like, hey, what are we looking for? What are we looking for, right? You can see I'm right here on the horn before the opening bell or wherever the opening bell was. Getting to you guys so that way you know what to trade. So right here, as you can see, I'm in here in pre-market. 15, 20 minutes beforehand. What are we looking for? I'm letting everybody know from small cap to large cap what to be trading and what I'm going to be trading. And if I miss it, what you need to be trading. And then I do that for about an hour and a half into the opening bell. Cut it off. Get into one-on-ones. Or I'm going live on Trade the Pool. Take a break. Got one-on-ones in the afternoon. All right, let's get into levels for the week. SPY, beautiful uptrend channel, finally breaking on Friday. I knew this wasn't going to last forever. It was a 2-week uptrend channel. Finally cracked a little bit on Friday. Now consolidating out to the right, which I would imagine we get this week. Lows basing around the 638 area. Normal lows there. Ultimate lows going back down and having a big pullback to 630. I don't think we're going to base at 642 and go up for more. I just don't think that's going to happen. It could, though, and that's why I'm letting you know. Why? Old 52-week high was all kind of somewhere into this area for a minute. I think we're coming back down to the 630s, though. Somewhere right around right there. I could see it trying to base around the 640s. Not 642, but 640s, I guess I should say. Maybe 642. I think it's going to crack down and come back down. Normal lows somewhere right around 638.75 or something like that. Ultimate lows, bigger pullback. And I'm going to say we finally have kind of like this multi-uptrend channel crack back on down, where last Monday we were in the last Monday was 635. 34. Yeah, I don't think we can pull back all the way down to 630s. Actually, I'm going to go back on that. Normal low of the week, below this, I feel it below 641 to 638.75, somewhere in there. Normal low. Ultimate low, I'm going to go right here. Right there. So boom, right here, back to into here. We'll call it 634.50, ultimate low of the week. Somewhere right around there. Monday's low and just kind of trend back on down, if anything. Way up. 647's right here, and that high from, sorry, let me get 404. That high from pre-market. I know it's pre-market all-time high. I know it's not going to be seen by brokers and real true 52-week high all-time high. I want to see that get stuffed, that traders look at it at least for the first few days. And if we do pop up, we get stuffed there. Normal high of the week here. Ultimate high of the week. Because, again, if we crack through this area right through here, right through there, we're going down, right? We're going to go down to the 638, 639, whatever. And so then getting back to that will be normal. Ultimate would be a move to 650. I'm going to get to say that big number of 650 holds up as ultimate high of the week. All right, let's go through some of these other plays we haven't looked at in a while. Apple finally out of its uptrend that I wasn't looking at for a while. So ugly. Uptrend channel slowly cracked. You can see there's uptrend right there. Finally cracked from moving basing out. Looks like it's trying to move a little bit more with how the SPY might move and basing back down. Same thing. I don't think we get this tight up top. We've been moving a little bit more recently too as well. So I think we crack under 230. Keep it on watch like SPY 641, 642 mark. I just think we crack that and come down to 625, 626. That'll be my normal low of the week somewhere in here. Ultimate low of the week does go back to that Friday spike and crazy move up. And I'll go a little lower as far as a bigger move for the week than Apple for it seemed like what would be for SPY down to 220. 220.50 ultimate low, 225.6 area normal. On the way up, same thing. I feel like this could be the base of a new trend where 635 area, nice flat round number is the ultimate or normal high of the week. Ultimate, watch for a move to 240. 240 ultimate high of the week. AMD, I think it's going to get, and it has been since it's run up to this move up. We'll just go to the 4-hour 52 or 4-hour 180, I should say. You can see it's starting to get choppy up top here. That 186.85 area, that double top's nice. I think we're going to stay with that. So we'll just kind of go back. We'll zoom in a little bit tighter here so you can see that double top. I say that's going to be your normal high of the week, ultimate high of the week. We finally move out of it and watch for a move up to 190. And why only 190 and not higher? Because if we pop out of that, we really could fly because we haven't been over that in a while. Mainly, I feel like we do have a red day somewhere between Monday and Wednesday, maybe even a couple. And so that pulls it back down. So your normal low of the week is going to be, and I feel we base out in a channel up top. Normal low 165, 166 here. Ultimate low back down in this little weird juncture from Wednesday before last. If we do some, for whatever reason, have a big move this week, down to 160 area, maybe a tad below. I think Amazon's kind of gross out to the right. Oh no, we did kind of base back out here in this kind of little W shape. So normal low of the week back down to where we came from. We'll call it 224 to 226. Ultimate low back down to the bottom at 220. On the way up, watch for this move to continue, in my opinion, on this bull flag setup from Friday or Thursday into Friday. So I think we do go over 234 to 236 minimum. I think that's a misprint, but we'll stick with it because we do see some movement right here at 236.50. Normal high there. Ultimate high, a move up to this 242 mark, and that was after earnings. Traders will see that, I think, still possibly, knowing that earnings was just a couple of weeks ago, so we'll stick with that as ultimate high. Circle has been a good one. This was, of course, a great short-long opportunity the last couple of days. The great crackdown. I alerted this again. This is a morning alert that I gave on Thursday for traders to short. I missed it, unfortunately, but I did get PLTR Friday. Of course, great move back up on Friday. So now do we just base back into this channel, which was around 150 to around 170-ish area? I think that does possibly happen. So we'll stick with that theme moving. We pop back up. Normal high 160, ultimate high, I'll move up to 165. On the way back on down, we're going to stick with what we worked with last week. Ultimate low of the week 134, normal low of the week, we'll stick with in between 134 and 150, around 142.50, somewhere right around there, and that bounce from Thursday. Go over to Google here. How is this one looking? It's not bad. Nice uptrend channel here. Beautiful uptrend, kind of like SPY. Started getting a little cracky on Friday there. On the way up, 207.30 would be your normal high of the week. I'm going to stick with an uptrend channel that sticks out to the right and flattens. Ultimate high of the week goes to 210. On the way down, 202-ish area to 201.50. Normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week. We'll stick with the round number. Actually, we'll go lower than 200. We'll go with last week's low. That ultimate nasty lower shadow. I don't know if it's a misprint or not. Regardless, it does come back from the flat top breakout that we had right through there and all that resistance. Right around 198 and that 98.75 roll, 875 roll will be your ultimate low of the week. Let's go to Meta here. This one was beautiful, finally popping up. And this does have that squeeze and 800 written all over it. Of course, all-time high area. I'm going to stick with the theme as what we've created last week as normal high of the week, 96.25. Ultimate high of the week, it goes to 800, does not stop at that round number in my opinion. Minimum gets to 805. I think it can get to 808.75 to 810. On the way down, I'm going to stick with last week's low as we did as your normal low of the week, 772.30. Ultimate low of the week comes back down, sticking with the trend we were in back down here, where 760 seemed to be a real good demand zone. Ultimate low there. Microsoft was one that needs to get out of levels right here. Keep this on watch this week back under 518. Keep it under, I'm telling you, under 518. I know it seems like we'll run back into charting, but the day we do crack 518, I don't see how we don't have a good pull. And I'm talking like we saw PLTR on Friday, had that crackdown at least $6-7. I think this could be a day under this one, 518 mark. Watch for a good pull, minimum to 515. Nice all round number, but I think we get down to the low 5 teens. So keep that on watch. To the long side, I just don't like it. NVDA, let's go over to this dude. Ugly, 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 ugly. Leave it alone. Do not day trade that. Unless it gets the new all-time high at 185.50 plus. Leave that play alone. PLTR, speaking of which, gorgeous play. On Friday, this crack we got, this nice M shape up top as well. It's another reason why I traded. I was letting traders know that double top, nice M right here was the base of, and if you draw an M, the McDonald's, the arches, right? We know the golden arches. Well, when you draw the middle part of that M and you get to this point, right? There's that base below it. It's kind of like a head and shoulders pattern. So if you form a head and shoulders pattern, you got the shoulder, the head, then there's the shoulder. There's always a base of where those shoulders kind of like, you can find the bottom of where the shoulders start. When it cracks that on the right-hand side, you always get a good pullback that day. So the same thing here would be the same thing on M shape. When you're forming your M and you come up, and you can even say this is the base of your M, where you're starting to come up with the first M part of the arch, right? Well, when you make this part of the M and now you come up and then back down, that part that you created right in the middle is always a good short zone. So you see how we failed it on, or cracked it on Thursday, came down and failed it, reversed at it Friday and after, or Thursday after hours, Friday and pre-market. So I knew as we came down, there was going to be great continuation underneath this area because there's really just nothing to hold it up. And it seemed like we were going to be a magnet. And there's that 176.50 mark that I was talking about that we'd get to, this little sandwich area, old high, bounce area off of it. That was going to be a magnet for me, in my opinion. It really kind of held up a little below it, but that was kind of the base of where it held up. You can see on Friday. So anywho, that's where I got the basis of that short. So back to this week, I'm going to go back to last week's ultimate high of the week, 190. I don't think we'll get back higher than that. Normal high of the week, I'm going to go back to the middle of the arch at 180 to 250. On the way down, this will be your normal low of the week, 173.30. Now again, watch underneath this because we crack it. Where are we going? A magnet to that low right there. That's not a huge play, but it's a good 250. So watch for a normal low of the ultimate low of the week down to this 171 to 170 area. I think we just may continue on down. Now again, if we do crack this area, there's going to be a huge crack zone. So the 173 leads to 171. 171 leads down to 168 or 9, 875 rule. If we crack that, woo, yeah, where are we going to? Way down here. So this is the day I'm really looking forward to when we crack this on PLTR. SMCI has been one I've been waiting for this to crack under 44. Under 44, huge crack zone for SMCI. To the top side, got to get back over 46, 50, 75 area, and you really got to get back over 875 roll. Last but not least, I'll get into Tesla here. Ugly, just an ugly chart. There's a lot of chart to go through here. Top side, we're going to go with ultimate high of the week of this essentially 875, 875 area, 348.75, 349, whatever you want to call that. A lot of strong resistance up top. Normal high of the week, as long as this holds up, it kind of will be normal high running into ultimate high. This will be your normal high of the week as long as this old uptrend channel that was beautiful for a long time cracks. It's kind of like a sandwich area. I talk about old resistance, new support. We keep flip-flopping back and forth between that. You'll find that also with old trend lines. So as soon as this, or as long as this keeps going up, it's going to keep going up until it finally runs into that area. So this will be your normal high of the week as this keeps going up until it runs into that, and then it'll be a combo. So your normal high of the week will be this as it rolls up, which could change each and every day. Your normal low of the week is going below last week's low for sure, which is going to be this at 327. Normal low of the week is going to here, 321.85, 322. Ultimate low of the week is going down a few more dollars down to here and 316.30. I just don't think we'll fill that gap back down to here yet. I'll go to Qs because I know some of you guys trade futures. It's going to be very similar. What is that in my keyboard? Oh, well, I'll get it in a little bit. To the SPY. On the way up, 583.30, normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week goes to 386.50, 387.50, somewhere in there. On the way down, 372, normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week goes down to 366. There's your levels. Information about me, AK-Inar. New Orleans tickets goes on sale this Friday. I'll have the free live stream this Friday.